Hello, my name is Taylor Bjarnason. For my proposed experiment plan, I have chosen a topic that highly interests me. Several years ago, during a conversation I had with a friend, a mind-bending topic arose. We both found it intriguing that biological female and female-identifying children are often provided with baby dolls, playhouses with plastic food, and child-friendly cleaning sets for playtime. We also discussed how male and male-identifying children are generally given toy cars, tractors, and building-related toys for play. Which leads to the following research question. Do gender-specific toys influence the attitudes of biological female and female-identifying children towards parenthood and caregiving within the home? The goal of this study is to determine whether engagement in gender-specific toys influences the attitudes of female children towards motherhood and caretaking responsibilities. I'm genuinely curious if females are preconditioned at a young age to take care of their baby dolls and engage in play cooking, cleaning, and playing house to prepare them for adulthood. Additionally, I wonder if our parents and caretakers unconsciously assign gender roles and responsibilities by providing us with these gender-specific toys. Children are influenced at a young age by the gender-specific toys they are given, which reflects the gender-based responsibilities they will adapt into adulthood. The independent variable for this proposed study is the toy gender specificity, distinguishing between toys designated for girls and gender-neutral toys. This variable will be measured through the child's interest in playing house, interacting with baby dolls, and engaging in pretend cleaning, compared to their use of gender-neutral toys. The dependent variable is the participants' attitudes towards future parenthood and caretaking responsibilities within the home. This will be assessed by observing the excitement in the participants' voices and behaviors, both before and after scheduled playtime. Confounding variables that may affect the data include the participant's age, gender identification, cultural differences, the timing of the research sessions, as children may grow tired in the afternoons and evenings, and the exposure the child has to gender-specific and gender-neutral toys within their home environment. Previous studies suggest that observing playtime helps uncover underlying complexities of child development, reinforcing the significance of studying children's play behaviors to better understand how they view themselves and their outer worlds. The participants for this study would consist of 100 biological female and female-identifying children of Caucasian and mixed ethnicities aged 3 to 4 years. As the researcher, I would recruit 50 children per age group and assign them to either Group A, gender-specific, or Group B, gender-neutral. The opportunity to participate in the study would be advertised on a flyer distributed to all daycares in southern Alberta in Canada, with a financial incentive offered. Parental or legal guardian consent is mandatory for involvement in the study. The essential materials required to help gather the data consists of baby dolls, a playhouse with plastic food, and a child-friendly cleaning set, which includes toy brooms, dustpans, mops, and vacuums for Group A's structured playtime. Group B will engage with gender-neutral toys, such as an assembled play tent, crayons, paper, building blocks, stacking rings, and silicone animals. The experiment will be recorded using a video camera for careful observation. The data will be collected using a cross-sectional design. As the researcher, I would randomly assign participants to one of 2 groups, ensuring both groups have a balanced age range. Group A will have structured playtime with gender-specific toys, including baby dolls, a playhouse with food, and a cleaning set. The participants will play under observation for 1 hour once a week over the course of 8 weeks. Group B will have the same amount of structured playtime and will be provided with gender-neutral toys such as a play tent, crayons, paper, building blocks, stacking rings, and silicone animals. The participants will be interviewed using close-ended questions to determine the child's attitude towards having children of their own in the future and taking on domestic responsibilities before and after structured playtime. Parental or legal guardian supervision during the study and interviews is encouraged. The data will be compared between the two groups, and utilization of the Pearson correlation coefficient will help determine if there is a positive relationship between engagement in gender-specific toys and their attitudes towards future parenthood and caregiving. There are several positive outcomes that may arise if there is a correlation identified between the two variables. Conducting this study would help create new research on a topic that is currently relevant but understudied. It could also help develop a better understanding of gender roles influenced by the expectations from parents and societal norms. Children may feel pressured to follow the gender roles they are exposed to from a young age because it's what they know. The findings from this study could also offer insights to parents and educators to become more mindful of toys and activities offered to children, which could help diversify their options. This may open up the conversation to children and their personal preferences, opposed to parents being in control of toy choice. Instead, parents could offer their daughters gender-neutral options or even more male-focused toys and measure what their child prefers to play with. As mentioned, there are various potential strengths within the proposed study. However, all studies have their limitations. One of the biggest limitations is the complexity of the research topic. It may be difficult to determine the accuracy long-term, as participants' attitudes towards future parenthood and caretaking may change over time. The amount of exposure the children have to gender-specific and gender-neutral toys at home will likely impact the data. Other limitations include cultural influences and socioeconomic status of the household, which ultimately affects the accessibility of toys to the children. Parental expectations and the understanding of social norms may create a social desirability bias in the children's thoughts and feelings towards becoming parents one day. The child's education and perception of gender roles may also be subject to bias, as their understanding is that girls play with dolls and boys play with XYZ. Discussing sensitive topics with children, such as gender roles, parenthood, and family dynamics, may raise ethical concerns. This may not be appropriate to ask young children about mature subjects, as this may have a psychological impact on the child and further influence them to believe in standardized gender roles and societal norms to have children of their own one day.